Premier League champions Manchester City beat FA Cup winners Manchester United 7-6 on penalties to win the Community Shield at the Wembley on Saturday after the traditional season curtain raiser finished level 1-1. United created quite a few chances to take the lead and were rewarded when 20-year-old substitute Alejandro Garnacho ran through the City defence to slide the ball into the bottom corner of the net in the 82nd minute. Erik ten Hag's team looked on course to repeat their shock victory over City in last season's FA Cup final, but midfielder Bernardo Silva netted a minute from time to send the match to penalties. Manuel Akanji scored the decisive penalty for City after Silva had earlier missed a spot kick in the shootout. City won the trophy for the first time since 2019 to end a run of defeats in Community Shield matches following losses to Arsenal last season, Liverpool in 2022 and Leicester City in 2021. Asked to comment on Lecter Mazzei's impending arrivals and Wan-Bissaka's exit, the Red Devils boss replied, "No, I can't. When we have some news, we will announce it. Until that point, we will work with the squad that is available." Ten Hag has previously spoken of his desire to bring Lig to Old Trafford, with the 24-year-old having been captain of the Ajax side that reached the semi-finals of the Champions League in 2019. "I know Matt Tides well, and I will not deny that," he revealed to outlet AD Sportworld, with Lig now set to put pen to paper on a 5-year contract. "I wanted to sign him 2 years ago, but at that time he was already very far along to join Bayern Munich, but believe it or not, his name did not come from me in the process at United." Pep Guardiola was left fuming by what he saw from his Manchester City side in their Community Shield win over rivals Manchester United. The Citizens' boss slammed a water bottle down in anger as referee Jared Gillett blew his whistle to signal halftime with the scores level at 0-0. The Spaniard was left irritated by shot stopper Ederson. Just before the halftime whistle, the Brazilian kicked a long pass temp straight out of play, with Guardiola's meltdown swiftly following. Barcelona have agreed a deal to sell right-back Julian Araujo to Premier League side Bournemouth. Araujo will head to England on Sunday for a medical ahead of signing a 5-year contract if all goes to plan. Barca are hoping to close the deal, which the Athletic valued at €10 million, £8.4 million in the coming days to allow them to complete more registrations. Liverpool have agreed a £27.5 million deal to sell Fabio Carvalho to Brentford. The deal for the 21-year-old attacking midfielder includes a 17.5% sell-on clause. Southampton and Leicester were among the other clubs that have been interested in Carvalho this summer. Liverpool paid a fee of £5 million for Carvalho in 2022. Fulham also secured a 20% sell-on clause as part of that transfer, which will be payable from the proceeds of the profit of Carvalho's move to Brentford. The England striker helped Bayern beat Ange Postecoglou's side 3-2 in their last pre-season friendly when he came off the bench in the 80th minute to receive a warm ovation from the home fans that never got to say goodbye. The Bavarians won the unofficial Visit Malta Cup, which represented a piece of silverware for Kane, albeit far from a major honour. Nevertheless, the centre-forward proved his undying allegiance to Tottenham by refusing to lift the award after full-time. The camera caught Kane's Bayern teammates asking him if he wanted to get in on all the fun, but Vincent Kompany's captain seemingly said no as he repeatedly shook his head. That show of respect moved fans on social media and led to immense praise for the star forward. Reece James has suffered a hamstring injury after feeling some discomfort in training earlier this week. The injury is described as minor, but of course, as we know all too well, there is no such thing as a minor hamstring injury. The report puts 4th September 14 as a possible return date, which will be right after the first international break of the new season. James is suspended for the first 3 domestic games of the season. Ancelotti is considering keeping faith with the team that started the Champions League final in June. The only 2 changes will be enforced ones: Eder Militao for Nacho Fernandez and Luka Modric for Toni Kroos. That would leave Mbappe on the bench, although he could start ahead of Rodrigo goes in attack. Equally, Ancelotti may decide to go to the expected 4-3-3, with Modric being the one not to start. United are preparing a sensational £50 million offer for Brighton and Hove Albion striker Evan Ferguson. It is believed the bid is being pushed for by Dan Ashworth, who was the sporting director on the South Coast when the Republic of Ireland international moved to the Amex. United are concerned Chelsea will look to pip them to a deal for Ferguson, forcing their hand to go for a transfer approach before the August window slams shut. Barcelona are reportedly preparing a £23 million move for Manchester City fullback João Cancelo. The 30-year-old is unwanted at the Etihad Stadium after he forced a late loan move out of the club on January's deadline day in 2023, joining Bundesliga giants Bayern Munich. Cancelo only has his heart set on a move back to Barcelona despite Juventus and clubs in the Saudi Pro League offering him alternative destinations. Fortunately, Hansi Flick's side are willing to give him what he wants by approaching City with an initial loan offer worth £6 million, which will also include the buy clause valued at £17 million for the summer of 2025. Bruno Fernandes has said the onus is on him and his Manchester United teammates to entertain the club's supporters this season. Fernandes made the admission after United missed out on winning the Community Shield at Wembley on Saturday, losing 7-6 to neighbours Manchester City on penalties. I think when the season starts and you come back, there is always that excitement from yourself. I think we have been feeling that from the fans too. Now it is on us, the players, to make that excitement stay with us. We have to keep creating these types of things, these types of moments to make the fans with us because they come to the games to be entertained. We are going to give everything to make the fans enjoy this season. We know that it was a really bad and tough season for them last season, as it was for us, so we want to make it different. Pedro Neto will be introduced to the crowd as a new Chelsea player ahead of their pre-season friendly with Inter Milan on Sunday. Chelsea take on Inter at Stamford Bridge in their final pre-season friendly before the start of the Premier League season, and their 10th signing of the summer will be present as they take on the Italian giants. Manchester United have an agreement in place to sell Aaron Wan-Bissaka to West Ham United. The 26-year-old right back is all set for his medical test with the Hammers imminently as he puts pen to paper on a long-term deal at the London Stadium. Manchester United will sign Masri only after Wan-Bissaka leaves in order to balance their act in the window. As for their right back, Napoli sporting director Giovanni Manna commented on Osimhen's situation and confirmed that the player does want to depart before the summer transfer window closes. Victor wants to leave and we have players who can step up to replace him, and Manna said, Osimhen is a great player, but our priority is keeping the team together. We'll see how things unfold over the next 20 days. Osimhen wasn't even on the bench for Napoli's first official match against Modena in the Coppa Italia. The club's focus remains unchanged. They are looking to secure a new club for Osimhen and bring in Romelu Lukaku.